5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
Uncut Gems is directed by Josh and Benny Safdie, and it stars Adam Sandler, and he plays a jeweler that deals with high-paying clients, to include athletes and multimillionaire lawyers and all kinds of different people and plethora of people right in the city. So we get Adam Sandler coming into a very serious role based on his last, maybe 10 movies. He's back on his serious horse, and he plays a Jewish connoisseur for all his watches and gems and jewels and whatnot that he sells to people. And he has a concierge that helps him out and whatnot. So he's got this little shop. He makes millions and millions of dollars, essentially. In the backstory, when we open up in the film, we get them finding an Ethiopian crew of excavators finding a stone. The stone has a very rare gem inside of it, which we do get this. He calls it oval, but I think it has a more specific name. He calls it oval throughout the film. Essentially, it's really rare. It's about $3,000 a carat, and this rock that it's still in, because they never dig through the rock. I also don't get that, but this rock that it's in is worth about $1 million, based on his appraisal, his initial appraisal. So we have that. It opens up with him switching with Kevin Garnett. Comes into the store and he wants to hold on to the stone because it shows that he just got it. And Adam Sandler's all excited, like, hey, check this out. And he's like, hey, is it for sale? Like, I want to buy it. And Adam Sandler said, no, I want to auction it off. So he switches it with Kevin Garnett's ring. And Kevin Garnett keeps it for a while. Keeps it for the game, scores an amazing amount of points. I think he has like 12 points the first game in this movie. So it's like his lucky stone, basically. He's really attached to it, he wants to keep it. He also promised to Adam Sandler that he would return it the next day, which, much to our dismay, he doesn't return it. So Adam Sandler's stuck in this pickle. Adam Sandler's deep in debt throughout the entirety of the film, the entire movie. So they never specify how much he owes, but I believe it's upwards of $1 million. I would guess at least $500,000, because these guys are, they're not having it. Their loan sharks are after him. They're just right at the end of it. There's a really cool dynamic in this movie where I believe the guy that loaned the rich dude, billionaire that loaned him the money, or millionaire, either way, loaned him the money, had hired these land sharks out to get the money back from Adam Sandler. He's also his brother-in-law, so we get this weird situation. One of the scenes where they're just laughing and hanging out, and I'm not sure if it was intentional, but you can also see like the turmoil going on in Adam Sandler's head, and I'm sure it was. But he's kind of laughing with the crew and everybody, and he's trying to have a good time. But you can see like this inner demon kind of churning and shit going on, and he's trying to go through it. He's also going through a divorce with his wife, so he's trying to keep the family intact and keep close to his kids and all that stuff. He lives in an apartment. He also has a mistress, so he has an affair in the movie. He's dealing with his mistress, all that stuff, which they break up about halfway through, so he doesn't see her anymore. She's also crazy, so it doesn't help the situation. There's a lot of crazy individuals in this movie. He's also selling like fake Rolexes throughout the movie, so he's in a lot of hot water for that. He pawned Kevin Garnett's ring. He's addicted to gambling, is really the root cause of everything. So he's trying to bet on the Celtics winning this or winning that. He's addicted to basketball. So he pawns the ring, does crazy stuff. He bets like $25,000 on one game, on a single game, on one player even. So there's stuff like that happens throughout the movie where you can tell he has a gambling addiction. He has a lot of problems. I don't think he really does drugs in the movie, but he has a lot of issues, especially with gambling and his family life and all that stuff. So amazing performance from Adam Sandler. He had his best performance, I would say, in a long time. I would venture to say, I can't even think of the last one. That's My Boy, I thought was pretty funny. It's really dumb Adam Sandler comedy, but oh man, I can't think of like the last serious role he did like this. It's been a long time. It's been a minute, but this one's really good. He has a good performance. The rest of them, they're there. I mean, the loan sharks do their job. They're good. You know, they're decent actors. The mistress is okay. The wife is pretty good. She does a good job. Kids are kids. Nothing's really crazy. Adam Sandler really makes this movie great. You know, his performance alone really pushes this movie to the next level. Whereas if you didn't have him, it would just be an average B movie. But because he's in this film, you get that great acting and that great performance that he does, and he delves into this character pretty fast. There's a lot of funny parts in this movie, as Adam Sandler would naturally bring funny to any movie he's in. There's a lot of jokes, a lot of craziness. I compare this character, even though he's a lot more of a degenerate than different characters, but I'd compare him to Steve Carell in what the hell's the name of that movie? Just forgot the name of it. Anyway. Oh, man. Yeah, when the housing market collapsed. Anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. Steve Carell's in that movie. He's very flustered. He's going crazy. He's went through a lot of things. His brother commits suicide. He's trying to keep his life together. He's very, very busy every single day. That's the same thing with Adam Sandler in this movie. He's very, very busy. Everything's going on. He's definitely flustered with everything at the same time. He's trying to keep his life intact. His duty's concierge quits like early in the movie. He's trying to go through different stuff. His mistress comes to his work. People just walk in there. He's trying to deal with Kevin Garnett and like all his bodyguards and shit. And then the bodyguards beat up the loan sharks. He's got a hectic life, a very hectic life. That's what I'm driving at here. But yeah, very, very good movie. I'm gonna give Uncut Gems a 8 out of 10. If you haven't checked it out, please go check it out. Yeah, definitely watch it. It's a good watch. If you like Adam Sandler, you're gonna love this movie. He does an amazing job. All the Jewish humor and the wittiness and the remarks it's really, really good. So next up, I got promos for you. The Degenerate Ziac and his Unruly Adventures is completely funded, and we've reached our first stretch goal. So everybody with the pledge of at least $10 or more gets a free print as of now. So if you even pledge $10, you'll get a free print with your comic. And our next stretch goal rather, is at $1,000. So if we get up to 1,000, you'll get 2 free prints in the comic, which is awesome for everybody. Some original art from myself. I wrote and directed it. For those of you that don't know, that's my new comic coming out, and it's going to be shipped around August. Hopefully, with everything calming down. It might take longer due to the riots and virus and 2020. Whatever we have next that's on the agenda. But next up, we got charities. We got the Fisher House Foundation.
At Fisher House Foundation, we put bricks together. We build homes away from home, close to military and VA medical centers, so free lodging and care are close together. But more importantly, we bring families together so they can recover, heal, and ultimately put their lives back together. Imagine what more we can do together.
Proud to announce the Fisher House Foundation is working across the country to make veteran lives better, giving them shelter and places to stay, including widows and wounded vets. Please check out their page. Please donate. Volunteer if you can later in the year. And the link is below. But that's all I got. If you want to, click underneath to get Cryogenically Frozen.